It's not my dad, it's my dad. Starting on PS2.
Okay.
Keep it classic. I feel like this might benefit Zelda a little bit just by the nature of the size of the stage. A little more opportunity to set up. Oh, already a footstool.
Well, I mean, you saw my dad like set up the down B straight away, right? The knight didn't take any chance. Didn't even need to charge it fully. Said, you know what? If we're going to get this battle started, let me get my knight up first. Bodyguard action. Ooh.
And that's a great example of why you set up these really oppressive strings, and it's so hard for Ling to deal with at these even low percents. So much pressure on the line. Great up tilt there as well. Showing a willingness to press buttons early. Not going to let Ling get away with that top player privilege.
And that F smash from Zelda is pretty strong, especially unlike not exactly the heaviest character like Peach. You have to be careful because, ooh, just a dash out, dash in with the F smash, catching the roll in Ling. Maybe getting a bit too greedy against my dad, and my dad doing a good job beating Peach up.
Yeah, Ling got past the level 1 edge guard. It was just that level 2 that my dad was one step ahead on.
Sure.
But it is good to see that Ling is like warmed up on how to get past the phantom pressure in the corner.
They probably played that matchup countless times. Okay, down throw where we going. The eyes all the way out. So trying to get actually aggressive landing with the back air. And my dad actually did a good job of parrying it too. So
now it's Ling's turn in the corner. Bit of a reset, but you have the opportunity to go high. Fakes out, goes low instead. One more opportunity here, and that's a roll past.
And actually, you see the way my dad's using the up air below the stage as well. Kind of catchy landing with that big hitbox. Very smart. Very crafty.
It's very much one of those like keep them honest kinds of things. Great usage of the grab there.
Little tick throw action, okay.
Yeah.
My dad in the FGC as well, apparently.
Yeah, 2X came out and he got excited.
Sure.
So I can do that.
3 stocks to 1. My dad kind of putting a show on for Ling right now.
Man, really mashing those assists too. That's crazy. You know my man plays Jinx. Press that super button.
The double down fuse as well and everything. Yup. Yup. This is pre-patch as well before they even changed the cooldown.
True.
DI's all the way in that time. Actually didn't get too much from it. My dad not recognizing the DI in, but still, nonetheless, a good mix-up from Ling. Now, though, how do we get actual stock? We're in trouble.
Ooh. And you got to respect that. Like you said, such a strong option. Even if it's not going to kill at this percentage, it does put you in the corner, which is such a win con for my dad right now.
Okay.
Struggling is Ling to get out of the corner.
Oh, my God, with the lightning kick? I didn't know my dad had it like that.
Okay. Wow. That delay timing. You drop the shield there because you're scared they're going to land and go for the grab. So you want to press a button, but unfortunately pressed a little bit too soon.
And I think it's such an important way to start the set. My dad actually starting it with a 3 stock over Ling. You know what I mean? That's powerful. You know what I mean? That is pretty powerful. Ling kind of got blown up. My dad doing a good job of kind of settling it down, making sure, you know, puts that Peach in place.
All right, game number 2, we are going to FD. Get rid of all those platforms. A few fewer places for my dad to hide to set things up. We'll see how much that affects the matchup, because one other side of that, of course, if you are recovering as Peach, it's going to be a little bit harder as well because you're pretty floaty.
For sure. Yeah, we can see setting up that knight, hiding away. Ling's is going to go all the way to the side of the stage. My dad's like, you know what, we can chase you, I don't mind. Yep. And this is kind of similar to the last set we saw, right? Kind of cornering yourself, but in the end, you're giving stage control to your opponent more. Do you really want to do that against a character like Zelda, who thrives on stage control?
Exactly. I mean, those dash backs are such a strong option. If we had infinite stages, we'd be dash backing all day, every day. But that's not the case. And so, as you said, it gives opportunities to my dad to set up. But Ling boxed it out this time.
Okay.
Ooh,
double back air, yep. Showing the hips. How you recovering, though? Yep, just an easy floating air. My dad in trouble.
Ooh. Good high recovery there from my dad. Opts to just stay on the ground there. Maybe just not confident that that's going to connect. Either way, though, we are back to neutral. Advantage still on Ling, and that is a stock going.
Taking the first stock of the set for Ling.
Yeah, that's tough. Your game 2 is like, finally.
All on my dad now. How can we come back? Okay, this is where Ling gets started. They're feeling it. We've woken up.
All right, they called him the comeback kid in college. Let's see if my dad can do it again. 54% on this Peach. Ling going for the golf swing.
And I think my dad's getting a little bit too desperate with these neutral Bs. I think they want to reflect it so badly.
Ooh. I don't know about this. starting to fall apart at the seams a little bit. My dad clearly strong at playing the lead, but this comeback game is not going nearly as well.
Okay, no Knight, no down air either. Yep, down tilt. Can't really chase with it. Zelda not exactly the fastest character. And my dad is going to lose yet another stock. Ling trying to do the 3 stock to back-to-back.
Okay, getting a little bit cheeky with it, trying to get that early kill there. Good awareness from Ling to not get hit with that off the Angel platform. And now we are back into low percent combo territory. My dad has to play perfect.
Yeah, for sure. Getting kind of shambled at the moment. Okay. Oh my god, Ling awake now. Now it's my dad's turn.
Yeah, maybe Ling just didn't get a warm-up. Okay, I like the timing from my dad. Doesn't end up working out there as Ling is just so strong with this pressure. Sure. And now we're seeing a reverse of the last game where my dad cannot get a kill.
Can't get anything. Okay.
Ooh. Oh man, those F smashes. I really liked the way that my dad was using them, covering it with the Phantom earlier to keep it safe, but using it in neutral like that is such a risk.
Yeah, recognizing the Z drop into up smash from the turnip. I think my dad's been there in that situation before, but oh my god, just the nair. And yep, a 3 stock for the 3 stocks. And you know what? We can run it back.
That was nice. I do wonder how much the platform layout or lack thereof was a factor, but I'll be honest, I don't think it was the whole factor.
I think maybe Ling probably picked FD to kind of cover landings better. Zelda isn't exactly the fastest character in the air or on the ground, so she might be a little bit sitting duck when she's kind of exposed on that. So I think my dad was doing a lot of these down Bs, set up into the jump and kind of approach with an aerial neutral B to reflect. Ling's like, you know what? If there's no platforms, there's no mixing up the timing.
Right. Well, we're going to get our platforms back on a slightly smaller stage this time around. We're going to small battlefield. Let's see what ends up happening here. I like the wave land, but Ling just sliding off, gets away from that pressure. Up tilt starter and good awareness to go for the dash attack. Yeah,
actually kind of recognizing the air dodge. My dad doing a good job exposing the habit, sets up that Knight on the ledge. Doesn't really get there a good timing, unfortunate. Ling escaping the jail. It's their turn now.
I like the timing on the Phantom.
Sure.
Good recovery from Ling. And now we're back into setup territory. That early percent could go in my dad's favor. But that one risky F smash had the idea with setting up with the Phantom, but was just a little bit too far forward. And so it was super punishable.
Okay. Both Ling and my dad kind of just having trouble spacing around each other's moves. Good approaching there from my dad, but can we get the finisher? Never mind, gets interrupted. Ling's turn now. Just going to dance around him with the buttons.
Ooh, finally.
Yeah.
Look, you lost some stocks going for that, but it does finally pay off. Let's see if my dad can take advantage. It looks like the answer is going to be no as Ling evens it up. And this time around, we do get the up special.
Okay. Well, at least both of them taking a stock this time. It is possible.
I feel like Ling is starting to figure out my dad's Phantom timing.
Sure.
There's a big tendency here for my dad to throw out a Phantom and right at the end of the swing, cover the lag of that with a button of their own. And that is a place where Ling is starting to run in and not be afraid to punish that button startup.
Okay, trying to go with the forward air, but my dad ducking under with the dash attack, and I'm trying to get another one, but probably a bit too greedy that time. Now it's Ling's turn, gets the grab, puts you off stage, turn up in hand, and my dad just rolls. Why not?
This is starting to get away from my dad. Ling has been so comfortable in these corner situations, and that is a great example of why, because you've got my dad playing so slow, trying to play the timing mix-up game, and that is when you pounce.
Oh, the up B, but actually gets a sour spot of the second part, so no kill.
A little unfortunate there. The late hit of the lightning kick as well. Not what you needed there. And another F smash in neutral. This is where my dad starts to get a little bit antsy. You got to slow down. You got to take a deep breath, and you got to stop hitting F smash in neutral. I love that weak Phantom. Just a little punch. See, there's that coverage. That time around, it was a little bit of a mix-up from my dad. Threw out the button slightly earlier, and now we're playing that RPS of conditioning.
I think my dad's starting to bleed out now. They're kind of falling behind in the game. They need to stop right now.
Oh!
Just like that. Just as I call it, Lentini. Now can we get something? My dad has to set it up.
What a critical call out on that jump for the recovery. But is it too little too late, Fabs? The way Ling is playing, looking pretty comfortable with this lead right now.
Hold on, does catch the jump in the turnip. That should be it, yep.
Yeah.
Very good scouting from Ling to make sure if my dad's going to come back from somewhere, it's not the shop or the stage.
Man, what a great showing of adaptation from Ling. My dad adapting a little bit of her own, I think, in game number 3 there, running it back to small battlefield, which I think makes sense. It's more a matter of figuring out what is going wrong in these neutral situations with the Phantom RPS and getting back to stage safely.
Sure.
Meanwhile, Ling, I feel like, has kind of solved the ledge trapping game.
And for me, it just feels like a very similar case to Monty, where like these better players, they get better as the set progresses. You know, maybe they need a little bit of startup to kind of get back into it. But once they're in, they're really in. I think Ling recognized a couple of things that my dad's doing wrong and said, you know what, I'm going to pinpoint that, make sure that you can't adapt to me.
And adapted fast, too, because when you're in game number 1 and you're super down, it's very hard to show that adaptation because you have to do so much to bring it back.
Yeah.
But as soon as we got into game number 2, and now we're seeing it again in game number 4, just so comfortable shutting down my dad.
Even waiting for the neutral B, man. My dad in trouble right now.
Oh.
Hold on, no, this could be the time.
Okay, there's that up tilt starter. We've seen that a few times. Usually doesn't lead into the up air, but that time around the percents were right. Ling now in the corner again. I love that coverage. The float cancel nair is so lagless.
The neutral beat is kind of upsetting Ling on how they want to approach it. Sets up the guard. The knight is right there. Doesn't get the clip though. Unfortunately, the side beat is there, showing some love with the hearts.
That was a nice side B as well. And we've, oh, goodbye, Mr. Saturn. He is earthbound.
And my dad, man, got to figure something out. At the moment, it is a little bit of a struggle right now versus Ling when they're playing like this. Oh my God, to the rainbows we go, to the skies.
At this point, my dad's neutral is just throwing out Phantom and kind of hoping something sticks.
Yep.
And that is not a good place to be. When your whole neutral, that is so active.
That is a strong move.
When your whole neutral revolves around a setup like that, you have to force it. And that gives Ling a lot of opportunity to do what we just saw, to press you into the corner, to make you do something unsafe, to break you off. And that just gives you combo opportunities.
Sure.
Oh. Okay, I like the retreating Phantom there, mixing it up a little bit. We're seeing it come out a little bit less. I think my dad is starting to recognize that that option is not going to be a consistent answer.
Okay, just back throw for now, sets up the turnip, tries to actually throw it off. My dad escaping now. A little weak knight going for the S smash again, but can't find the hit this time. And honestly, my dad creeping right back into the set, Lentini.
Yeah. And start of that, I think, is the mix-ups off of the Phantom. Was using it pretty heavily before, now has pulled back the curtain a little bit, and when it does come out, I feel like different buttons are coming out to cover it every time. Was it going to be this time? Absolutely nothing. Was waiting for the air dodge, got the air dodge, but unfortunately was misspaced for the punish, and that gives Ling an opportunity.
Wow, the upper actually nearly killing from down below the stage. Strong move that is. Yep, parries the back end. My dad did a good job until just now with the nair out shield. Get off me. Ling taking another lead. This could be the closer.
That float off stage is continuing to go unanswered. My dad doesn't know what to do if you don't have those default timings to go back to the ledge. That's something that you're going to have to find if you get this to a game number 5. But the way it's looking, it's going to be hard. Still struggling to get this stock, and Phantom's not saving you, but that flare is.
Okay. This is it now. This is my dad's last chance to bring it to game 5.
Let's see. Oh! I don't know about that high recovery. 99.5%. Oh!
They
we got the
charged
sour
it.
hit. We're okay for now.
Okay, you can see my dad doing a good job of kind of flailing around, trying to get something started. Doesn't want to be too much in the vicinity because you might just explode. And look at the percent. Ling doing a good job. They just need all but one hit.
It really is down to that one hit, isn't it? And we're going to find it. The booty bump taking the game and the set. 3-1. Great adaptation from Ling.
Yeah, like I said, I think from start to finish, Ling just got better and better. And I think towards the fourth game, I think it was wraps already. You know, I mean, you know, my dad doing a good job of utilizing certain things in the matchup, tools, what Zelda can do as a whole. But in the end, I think Ling was just too strong.
Sending my dad back to the shops. Let's see if he can find some milk this time. Either way, we'll be seeing him in the losers bracket. Her run